Good morning, everyone. Have the privilege of bringing you a devotion today. It's that time of year that many who have gardens and things know that it's time, as the things go into a dormant season, to begin to prune off and take those things. You take out a pruning tool. I have here with me, trying my hand at gardening. Sherry got me a couple of blueberry plants, and this would be the time of year as they go into their dormant stage to prune off. Jesus says these words in John 15:16, "You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and I have appointed you and have planted you, that you might go and bear fruit and keep on bearing fruit, and that your fruit will be lasting, that it will remain, that it will abide, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, as presenting all that I am, he may give it to you." One of the things I've learned about in trying my hand at gardening is that there are some times as we're growing something, leaves can be abundant. It can be a very, very large plant, but it has very little fruit. And that's where pruning comes in. Pruning can remove things that are not producing fruit. So leaves look nice, but we want fruit. I want blueberries on my blueberry bush. I don't want just a bunch of leaves. Those leaves take a lot of energy to grow a big plant, but I want that energy to be put into producing fruit. It's the same with us. God prunes us at times. Pruning can remove those things that are not producing fruit in our lives. God does this with us. He takes out some of his tools and he does this with us. Remember, he's the master gardener and he cares greatly for his plants. Pruning something back isn't to hurt it, it's to produce more fruit. It's to take that energy and to put it into fruit. And God has called us to produce fruit, and fruit that will last. A snip here, a snip there as he works in our lives. And trust me, pruning, when God's pruning us, it's not pleasant at the time, but he knows, again, as the master gardener, he knows what is necessary to produce fruit in our lives. A few weeks ago, we visited Abbotsford House, and as we were walking through the gardens there, it was just amazing that there was these apple trees that barely had any branches. And it just seemed but as we got closer, the few branches that were there were just weighted down with tremendous amount of apples. It had tremendous fruit, and that gardener knew how to prune back just branches for the sake of branches, but knew how to prune it to be able to bring forth fruit. Today, ask God maybe what he is looking to prune in your life. Maybe we need some things trimmed off, and they're good things. Beautiful, healthy plant, a lot of leaves is not a bad thing, but if it's not producing fruit, and many things we do are good, but are they lasting fruit? Jesus says this in John 15, but this is at the beginning, verses 1 through 3. "I am the vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Any branch in me that does not bear fruit, or that stops bearing, he cuts away or trims off. He cleanses and repeatedly prunes every branch that continues to bear fruit, to make it bear more fruit, and richer and more excellent fruit. You are cleansed and pruned already because of the word which I have given you," or the teachings that I have discussed with you. Friends, just want to encourage you with this today, as God may be having one of these in your lives, or you're in a place where you are bearing fruit. He just wants you to continue to bear fruit that will last. I just encourage you, let's keep producing fruit in him. He is the good gardener, the vine dresser, the master gardener, and he's so careful with us. God loves us dearly, and I just again hope that this encourages you today, that he is working in our lives behind the scenes as a vine dresser, that master gardener, cutting and whittling those things off of our lives so that we can bear tremendous fruit in him. Be blessed.